Durham from outside to inside on the bounce for Menzies. Track back to goal. Lovely hand. Dylan Shiel. He almost missed it, but he didn't.
Parrish hasn't had a great deal. Long time out of the game. Gresham swoops it out wide to Dylan Shiel. Kicked an early goal. And finally, Essendon break the run of 8. Shiel gets something into that.
Draper now into the middle. Shiel comes away. Parrish gives it back to him. Such a good-looking player on the burst. Dylan Shiel goal for the Swans. Draper again, brilliant. To Dylan Shiel. A high one. Shiel. Good control.
Yeah, it was well led by Dylan Shiel, wasn't it? He was the only ground level player there. Here he is, little chipping ball.
Nick Bryan for the Bombers, and it's Taylor Adams for the Swans.
Shiel comes away. Beautiful open field runner, top of the square he goes. For Sydney tonight, that's a big number. And he tries to get on the end of that. Shiel goes and finds it ground level. Martin. Dylan Shiel drops it into the puck.
It's a good move because they don't want to give those Hawthorn Smalls any space at all.
McGrath and Shiel combine. It's a little slippery out there as hard we can.
A forward, playing forward I should say, a midfielder resting forward. Turned Mackay inside out and came back beautifully at the leg. Well-timed lead.
Goes back. Works out okay. For the Bombers is Nick Martin.
As much as Zach Merritt's so prolific, his defensive running and work rate just to put pressure on can be so important.
Reed. Shiel. That work.
Walk up, back position. McGrath, now Shiel. Has time and space. Has to pick the right option. Handball.
Not too much to worry about.
Play on, up 15, play on. Good.
Shiel. Jones.
5 metres back, come.
Plays on. Back to Shiel. Shiel another little...
Rid of Caldwell. Bounce favours Caldwell in the end. To Durham. To Shiel. Redmond back to Shiel. And then the bouncing ball. Picks it up. The barometer. 3-2 last week for Palpepper. Here's Shiel as the youngster chasing. The Rays is getting closer. Got riveted in the end. It's a boundary line. Durham asked to do a bit. Did it okay in the end. Shiel's off again.
Got it through the middle of the ground. Long left foot. Gresham's a 1-on-2 here.
The last 7 scores now of the match. 2-5. Here's a chance for the Bombers. Shiel, a bounce, and then looks further down the field. Draper's there. So Roberts gets slung around. He's going to go to the left. Menzies gave the handball off to Shiel, who's at half forward, waiting for it. Jones.
Deliberately underground from Wines. Intercepted by Martin. Martin goes back to Redmond. They've got their tails up now, the red and black. Here comes Shiel. Goes inside. Exploring Draper.
Out to Melbourne. So one of the problems with being smaller is who's going to be their kicks on the way out for Melbourne. Shiel takes it and realises there's a clear way forward.
So it's going to throw things around because Draper started the game well as a forward.
Martin read the soccer off the ground from Shiel. He gets involved in the chain via Draper. Pretty well constructed. Carrying a big ruck load. The ball spinning on its head there for a moment. Shiel takes right of way. There with Harvey Langford. But he couldn't be further away. And it's in Essendon hands. Shiel started it. Merritt with the kick back to Shiel. Kept on coming. What a game he's played.
And find a target.
Essendon fans haven't seen the best of Dylan Shiel, an All-Australian back in 2017. Injury, fall, maybe a bit of self-doubt. But it's all coming back tonight. Essendon led by 35 points early in the quarter. Shiel, it's an open.
And keep them moving away into the pocket. Caddy was there. McGovern got a fingertip on it. Martin trying to bust through. They've got numbers everywhere. And Shiel will finish it off. Bombers come forward. Right, want to knock it down. Hobbs with a good spin. Shiel on a turn left and will get it back from Hobbs. And he kicked that one well off the middle. Knocked down by Draper. Big concerns now for Essendon. They have to win it out of the centre, and they do through Shiel. Driving ball into the pocket, and score. And they're getting some numbers, but not able to convert. The Bombers look in control. Particularly Dylan Shiel with a run and 3 bounces, make it 4. Just cruising his way up to half forward to the long, deep end.
Ball movement, a lot of criticism about how often they go backwards, Essendon. So I think this is good, but he's got to play on.
One of the ins tonight, Shiel goes and finds Blackiston. Shiel again, gives it a bit of a ride towards Cardi this time, knocks it, hoping for Rouston, who's come onto the ground. Buckley off Shiel.
End zone.
Long ball again, this time
Quickly, and his strength through his hips and legs. Doesn't lose his balance now.
Kennedy gets through. English, though, dropped it. Picked up by Shiel. Wants support. Hand pass to Merritt. Merritt feeds it on to Shiel again. Buys himself some time with nice movement of the hips. A penetrating left foot kick inside 50.
Kennedy to the front of the line.
back down to the end of McMahon.
19 in 2016 from South Fremantle. Shiel with the first clearance and breakaway speed. A couple of bounces. Maybe get within range. Dylan Shiel go.
Bombers there in number. Right. Shiel has taken the game on back there.
McGrath. Shiel. Shiel towards Guelphy. Out comes Mayers.
Did you see he didn't have possession?
Got tapped out of his hands, and then the tackle stuck for too long.
Dylan Shiel cruises out of defence, takes a bounce, leads come towards him, he ignores the immediate one, looks down the line, sets a tough.
3 goals on debut.
Oh,
he could turn it over here in the middle, tried to bite a bit off, Hollands can't take it, Shiel does well, saved his team some blushes, legs pump.
Merritt goes in high, it's going to be holding the ball though, and Shiel. Handball, a running handball. Getting scrounged, just a kick. Shiel, it was a paid mark in the end. Clark just has to backpedal. McGrath back to Clark, who's busy in the middle of the ground for the Dons. Spread out wide, El Hawley, and then Dersmar. Gee, Evans is chasing absolutely everything. Ferocious for the football, playing with confidence, goes through for a behind. As the Bombers have by Mackay, Roberts, who's been good, and then Shields wobbly one into the middle, and Merritt's got the football.
Well, if he could do not much prior on his favoured left foot, it sort of works. Drop of the mark there by McMahon, but nevertheless the Bombers go. And
you just never know. Redmond, Shiel, thumping kick towards the wing. Dersmer in a one-on-one.
Almost the one-hander. King went with the hand instead of the body. Now Shiel. New handball over the top, back off the skipper. Shield sends a very, that's what he said, hasn't been able to get on the park enough. There's Shield, always a willing giver. Long ball in, that is a good kick. And
Jeffrey the spoil, Blackiston gets a hold of it, uses it well. Durham. A little late moments for Essendon perhaps. Shield now into the pocket, and he finds Menzies again.